Okay. So let me create two classes. Class 1 is a parent class, and the next class is a child class. Okay. So we will talk about inheritance first. So what is basically the inheritance in layman language? What do you understand by inheritance?
Acquiring some properties from parents.
Okay. What else? Some properties or all properties?
All properties.
All properties.
So basically, inheritance as in you are acquiring all the properties from your ancestor. It could be your direct parent, it could be your grandparent, it could be your grandparent. So you that's natural, right? So a child do have all the properties inherited from their parents or from their ancestor, right? So they have their own properties also. Along with that, they acquire the property from the parents. So the same we follow in the object oriented programming, right? So to make the programmers life easier, what they have done, they have created the concept of inheritance. So in that, a class can acquire all the property from their parent class. And when we have that kind of mechanism available, we don't have to write that code again, right? Whatever the code is there in the parent class, that code we don't have to write again, and we can directly access the methods and properties available in that class, right? So the definition of inheritance is nothing but deriving new class from existing class such that the new classes acquire all the properties, or rather we can say all the features of the existing class is called inheritance. Okay, so how that inheritance is achieved? What is the way we achieve the inheritance?
We use extends keyword. Class name extends the parent class. Child class extends parent class.
Okay, so the class where the basically the class where the from where the class members are getting inherited.
Correct.
From where the class members are getting inherited is called what? Superclass.
It's a parent class. Yeah.
Superclass or parent class. And the class to which the class members are getting inherited is called the what? Subclass.
Child class.
Child class. Okay. And how it is achieved? We use extends keyword. That is extends in a small letter, and that we write along with the name of the class name in child class. Okay, so using extends keyword, we achieve this relationship. Extend keyword is used to achieve inheritance between parent and child. Okay, now we will see the example first. So I have a parent class, I have a child class, right? So in parent class, let me have some members. So let's say int a equal to 10. So I am having some data member here, and let's say I'm having some member function, as in public void add, then int c equal to a, c equal to, let's say, a, and then c so c. Okay, so this is the method I am having in parent class. So parent class is having one variable and parent class is having one method. Now when I come to child class, and child class is having their own properties also. So let's say child class is having int x equal to 10 or x equal to, let's say, 50, and child class is having some method also, that is his own method, public void multiply, right? And here what I am doing, I am writing like int y equal to x multiply by let's say z equal to x multiply by y, and here int y equal to, let's say, 10, and then I am printing this z. Okay, so I am having one parent class which is having some variable and one method. I'm having one child class which is again having some variable and some methods, right? And I am extending child class, I am extending parent class using extends keyword, extends parent, right? So now all the properties and method, whatever is there in parent class, can be accessed by child class. How we can access those? So we have to create object of child class. For that we have to write public void, public static void main, and then so I will have to create object of child class, child c equal to new child, and then with the help of this object reference, right? So I can access x, I can access a, I can access multiply, I can access add. Let me try. So c dot, let's say, first x, and I am printing this. C so c dot a, c so c dot add. What is this? So c dot add, actually we have to store an int result, and then we can print it. So I can
Okay, return type should be in.
C dot add, and then okay, directly we can do that because we don't have any return type, right? So here I will store that, and c dot multiply. Yeah, so with the help of now this c reference, right, I can access x, right, which is the child class variable. I can access a, which is the parent class variable. I can access multiply, which is the parent class, which is the child class method, and I can access void add, which is a child class method. Sorry, parent class method. So I will not have to write these things again, right? Because these are already available in the parent class, and I just reuse them, right? So it make my life easy, right? So if I run this program now, I will get the correct output. So c dot x is 50, c dot a is 10. C dot add is actually what is doing, it is we are just assigning value of a to c and then we are printing that. So 10, and then c dot multiply is doing the multiplication of x to y, right? Let's say I do not have this extends keyword here and I am not extending this parent class, then will we be able to access this? No. See, this is giving the error here. So uh, so this class is not aware of this add method, and this class is not aware of this a variable here. So with the help of inheritance, we could reuse whatever was there in the parent class. Understood, right?
Yes, Nathan.
Okay. Now,
So if it's a static variable also, we can access in your child class, right?
we will discuss that in
Okay.
coming examples, how to access static, how to access non-static. So as of now, we will be talking about only the non-static part. Okay. Now we will talk about what all types of inheritance are actually supported in Java. So we have something called uh, single inheritance, wherein class A extends B or class B extends A. Class A. We have multi-level inheritance, wherein class B extends A, and then class C extends class B. Okay, and we have multiple inheritance, wherein class C extend class B and class C extend class A. Okay, so basically there are three types of inheritance overall in programming language, but Java supports single inheritance and multi-level inheritance. Java does not support multiple inheritance direct. However, C++ does support multiple inheritance. Okay, so let me go to the paint and then let me draw the diagram here. So let's say I have this parent, I have this child. I have this, let's say, one more child, and let me do like so. This is parent. This is child 1, child 2, and this is child 3. So let's say a parent is having 3 child. So all of the 3 childs can inherit property from parent, right? So child 1 can inherit all the property from parent, child 2 can also inherit all the property from parent, child 3 also can inherit all the property from parent. And eventually this is 1-to-1 inheritance only, as in child 1 is inheriting, extending parent, child 2 is also extending parent, child 3 is also extending parent, right? So this is single inheritance. Single inheritance. Okay, so So here in this example, each child is extending a parent. So this is a single inheritance. Right now, there could be multi-level inheritance also. So I have one grandparent, I have one parent, I have one child, right? And this can further extend, right? So this is my grandparent, this is my parent, and this is child. Okay, so this parent will have all the property from grandparent, and this child will have all the property, or the child will acquire all the property from grandparent as well as from the parent. So this is called multi-level inheritance. Okay, and then we have multiple inheritance, wherein let's say I am having two parents and two child. So this, let's say this is father and this is mother, and this is child 1 and this is child 2. And in this case, what is happening? Child 1 is extending father as well as mother, and child 2 is also extending father as well as mother. So that is not possible in Java. So this is multiple inheritance. Why that is not possible in Java? Because let's say my father is having some method or some property which is common to my mother, right? So let's say my father is having m1 method, and my mother is also having m1 method. And then when a child is extending both father and mother, then Java gets confused, like which method copy should I copy to child 1, be it from father or be it from mother, because both are having same method m1, right? So Java gets confused which copy I need to which method I need to copy in C1. Making sense? Why it is not supported? So father is having m1, mother is also having an m1, and both both are being extended by C1. Since both are having same method, then which method to be copied to C1? So that is the confusion in Java, right? So that is why the multiple inheritance is not supported here. Okay, so here we have seen the example of single inheritance, wherein I have one parent and I have one child, and then child is extending parent. Now let me extend this to multi-level inheritance. So let me create one more class having child 2, let's say. Okay, and in that, let's say I am having not child 2, let me take grandchildren, or maybe what I'll do, let me create grandparent. So grandparent, wherein grandparent is here, and here what I am doing, I am creating some additional variables, let's say p equal to 100, and then additional method public void let's say uh, subtraction. Okay, and in that I am just doing int q equal to 10, and then int q equal to 10 and then int r equal to p minus q, and then I am printing r. Okay, so this I am having this variable and this method I am having in grandparent. Now, as of now, there is no relationship. Let me uh, uh, create a relationship here. So parent, as in parent, will extend what? Extends grandparent. Okay, and then child is extending parent, right? So we could achieve multi-level inheritance here, right? So first grandparent, then parent is extending grandparent, and then child is extending parent. Now, with the help of this object, I can access the variable and the method present in grandparent also. Okay, let's try that, whether we are able to access. So c dot p, right? And then c dot subtraction. See, we are able to access that, right? So grandparent property can also be accessed in the this child class. So c dot p is 100 and r equal to p minus q, that is 90. Making sense? And on the same note, if I create the object of parent class, public, let me copy the code from here. So, parent p equal to new parent. Now look at this. As a parent, I can access my grandparent property. So I can access my property as well as my grandparent property. So p dot, this name of this is also p, right? So let me just change the name of object. So par dot p. And see, so par dot subtraction, right? So as a parent, I can access the property from my parent also, right? But I cannot access the property of my child, so that is not possible. So par dot x is not available, or par dot multiply is not available. Making sense, right?
Yes, Nitin.
Yeah. So if I now run this, I will get 100 as par dot p, and I will get 90 as subtraction. Okay, so it's clear, right? Single inheritance, multi-level inheritance. Now if I try to do multiple inheritance here, instead of I will just have parent one, I mean parent and grandparent, right? And in child, let me try accessing grandparent property also directly here. So g parent. So what I am doing, I am extending parent as well as grandparent. Now here it is giving you error on tokens. So this is not available. Extends parent one, parent two is not possible in Java because that's a multiple inheritance. Okay, then Java is confused and it will give a lot of warning and errors on the class itself. Okay, so that is multiple inheritance. We will discuss about super keyword in polymorphism because that's more related to polymorphism only. And one more thing I would like to add here is, so a class extend another class. Interface extend another interface. A class implements interface. And fourth scenario is not possible, as in interface cannot extend or implement a class. Cannot extend or implement a class. Making sense? So a class extends another class, an interface extends another interface, a class implements interface, and interface cannot extend or implement a class. Okay, so this question is also they ask in the interview, right? So just to make you confused, like whether an interface extends class or whether an interface implements class. So like this, so just make a note of this. Yeah. Let me know once it is done.
Done, I think.
Yeah. Disha, Sitara.
Just a minute.
Done.
Disha, you are also done, right?
Yeah, done.
All right. So that was pretty much on interface part. We will discuss about super also in a while. Now, let me first remove the error from here. So here, okay, this was not inherited. Okay, now here, instead of creating object of child, if I create object of parent, then so parent p1 equal to new parent. Then what will happen? Disha, what will happen if I create object of parent here?
It will inherit the properties of a grandparent.
So with this object reference, will I be able to access methods and variables from class child
No,
class? No, right? And grandparent, can I access?
yes,
I can access, and
parent as well.
parent as well. Yeah. So this is same as what we did here, right? So we created
Correct,
object
yeah.
of parent, and here also we created object of parent. So just wanted to tell you that you can create object anywhere, as it's not needed necessary that you need to create object of that class in the same class only. You can create object here also. You can create object in separate class also. It's not like we have to create object here in this class only. So instead of writing, this method here, or this method here, I can create another method, another class. Let's say I am creating inheritance. Let me use some short name, inheritance demo. So in that, if I write like this, child, new child. So this is fine, absolutely. Yeah. So I am having one grandparent class. I am having one parent class, which is extending grandparent. I am having one child class, which is extending parent class, right? And I am having only the class data member and member functions there. And in demo class, inheritance demo class, I am creating object of child class. I'm not creating object of in demo class. I am creating object of child class, and with the help of object, I am accessing whatever we have here in all these classes. I'm accessing child class, parent class, grandparent, everything I am able to access here. This is just to hide whatever we are declaring here, right? In grandparent, parent, and child, it is just to hide them that implementation part from another programmer, because these classes will be written by some other programmer. This class will be written by some other programmer. So he will just create the object of child class, and then he will be able to access. So he won't be able to see actually what is what values you have declared initially and what method implementation you have, right? So he'll just call that method, and then the result will be available. So that is the reason we usually follow this property, as in we will have each task in a separate class, and finally main method in a separate class. Yeah. Any confusion in this? How it was done? How we are able to access all this in this class?
I'm clear, Nitin, from my end.
Okay. Okay. All right. So. So one more thing before we start with the inheritance. Let's say I am having two classes in different projects, as in first we will see in the different package, and then we will see in the different projects. So let me create one class here. So let me take the name as, let's say, inherit. Okay, so this class I am having in a different package of same project, and here in this, right, I am inheriting, I am extending this class, extends inherit. Okay, so first of all I will have to import this package here. So import this package, and then and in this let me have some int z equal to 10, and then public void let's say div, and then see, so chat. Okay, so what's the error? Okay, so this class is in advanced package, and this child class is in basics package. Okay, and now this child class is actually extending inherit class from different package, and then I am creating object of child. So with the help of this object I can access the property and method from inherit class also. So what property we had there? We had div, right? C dot div. We had C dot x, C dot z, C dot C, so C dot y, z is not accessible. Okay, so c dot div and then c dot x so dot multiply. Okay, so whenever you are having classes in different packages, then you can access their methods. You cannot access this variable. Even though we are making this static, you cannot access. So that is also, once you inherit, then also then you can do this. Okay, so in real projects, we actually do inheritance from other packages only. It's not like we will have all the classes in the same package and then we will inherit. We will use inheritance from other packages also. Okay, likewise, I can access this from other projects also. Let me create another project here. So let me create one more project. And here I'm creating a package. And this I'm creating a class. Let's say Java. Oops. Okay, and here I am having, let's say, the same method. And in this child, I am extending Java. Okay, and for that I will have to import the project, the package, and then class. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to import it here. Import yeah. So I have another project. In another project, I have another package, that is inheritance example, and then Java oops class. So in that Java oops class, I am having one variable and one method. And I am having one child class, which is extending Java oops. Okay. And with the help of now child object, here I am accessing div method of Java oops, and c.x and c.multiply are same. So if you run this, you will be able to access c.div of Java oops. Okay, So inheritance is possible uh, in the classes within the same package, within different package, and within different projects also.
But we can only inherit the methods and not the variables. Right?
Yeah, we cannot inherit the variables. That is for security reason, but I will have to check why it is not possible. Earlier it used to be. So I will
Okay.
check on that part, Tisha.
Sure.
Yeah. So we will be. So anyone is having Java 8 by any chance? Because Java 8 was supporting this. OBJ.a. Yeah, it was supporting Java 8 was supporting. Let me check on this if they have done some changes in this Java 17. Yeah. So overall, the intention is like we can inherit within same project, different package, and within different project also. So two classes available in different project, different package, but same project, and two classes available in different project itself. Okay, so that was